in a row with Jerry Tarkanian in the house.
The great Tark the Shark.
And when UNLV's starting lineups were introduced, they played the Jaws music, which is something that Tark used to do. Dave Rice has brought it back as he's in his second year coaching his alma mater. He's trying to get that tradition back, and he's doing a great job, including getting Stacey Augmon to be one of his assistant coaches.
He's doing a terrific job, but Tark is not going to see the kind of game he used to play. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of running tonight.
Back-to-back threes for Marshall, and UNLV has its first lead of the night.
Well, the way Wyoming plays defense, they dare you to take that shot because they don't want you to drive, and they want to keep you in front so they can box out. They're going to give up some open threes. Marshall has now made 2 in a row.
Washington finally connects. He was 1 for his first 5, but he hits that 3 with the answer.
Washington certainly doesn't play like a guy who's a 20% three-point shooter, nor does Larry Shyatt coach him like he's a 20% three-point shooter. He's let a bunch of them go already.
Marshall's pass knocked away by Gilmore. That's the 5th UNLV turnover in the first half.
That's a lot of turnovers in a game at this pace. It's a lot of turnovers anyway, but at this pace, that's a lot of turnovers.
3 on the way for Adams. No good. Moser rips down the board.
That shot annoyed Larry Shyatt.
Coach, first few possessions, Wyoming milked the clock. Last several possessions, they've been just firing up shots.
And they're going to be in danger because the more possessions that are in this game, the better it is for UNLV. They need fewer possessions, fewer rebounds, fewer things for UNLV to use their athleticism on.
Well, get this, Wyoming had allowed 3 three-pointers in its last 3 games. UNLV already has 4 threes tonight with 9:20 to go in the first half. A turnover by the Cowboys. Moser thought about another 3. And he'll hand off to Marshall.
I can't emphasize enough how packed in this defense. And look at Darius Gilmore. Now Marshall's made 2 threes in a row, and look where he's playing. His feet are on the 3-point line.
Moser comes charging in, and he's called for the charge.
That was great help defense by Leonard Washington that time. He saw that coming. We have 2 teams that play completely different styles. You have UNLV that's 31st in possessions per game, and Wyoming is 339th out of 347 teams. So if that doesn't show a contrast in styles, I don't know what does. But one thing I can tell you, it's much easier to slow a tempo down than to speed it up. So this game probably is going to get played closer to Wyoming's pace than UNLV's.
UNLV averages 76 points per game. Wyoming is 5th in the country in points allowed per game at 53. Which style will win out tonight? 8:45 to go first half. Washington wants another 3. Wow. Not shy tonight. He's 2 for 7.
Well, you know what it is? Bennett's not guarding. He's way off.
Hawkins gets the whistle, and he'll go to the line.
Foul number 14, Josh Adams.
Fouls on Josh Adams, the freshman out of Parker, Colorado.
On the Cowboys.
Wyoming 5th in the country. Last year they finished 6th in the country, allowing just 56 points per game.
Let's understand this. They're a good defensive team. That 53.8 is more of a function of the way they play on offense. You play slow, you're going to give up fewer points. Duke gives up points. They're still a great, forget about last night where they got drilled. But they're normally a great defensive team, but they give up 65, 66 points a game. This is a good defensive team, but they play slow and it matches up their packed-in defense. I don't like their last couple of possessions, though. They weren't like the first 4 or 5 possessions in the game. They've taken a couple of flyers too quick.
The grad student Hawkins knocks in both.
And all of a sudden, with 8:30 to go, UNLV's got 20 points. So the pace is starting to pick up a little too much.
Good battle down low between Bennett and Nance Jr. Nance Jr. scored 8 points early for Wyoming. Hasn't gotten a touch since.
Well, they have to get him involved because Bennett is not a good defensive player yet. Tim Birch is a very good defensive player inside.
3 to shoot, Gilmore. Great offensive board by Nance Jr. in the putback. He's in double figures with 10.
Much better possession because they ran the clock all the way down. Even if they didn't score there, it was a good possession for them.
Nance Jr. averages 10 points per game. He's already got 10 tonight. Bennett, down low, too easy for UNLV.
Coming out of
Anthony Bennett has 5 points. The freshman is 36th in the country in scoring at 18.5 per night.
That was a great high-low by UNLV. They use that a lot.
Grabo bumped by Hawkins, no call. 6 to shoot for Wyoming. Grabo's gonna have to force one up. Air ball, right to Perch. Rebels the other way. Reinhardt wants the three. It's partially blocked.
Not a good shot, obviously, there. And they played great defense that last possession, UNLV. Their half-court defense has really picked up.
Timeout, Wyoming. Larry Shyatt wants to talk things over with 6:49 to go in the